Purchase a pack of fresh bandages to refill the inventory. I can't do that yet. But I can examine Fontaine.
Lizaveta?
Yeah. Oh, how were you turned?
May I ask how you were turned?
This is like Dr. Carlisle meets, Esme.
As your sire, I do owe you my story, but I have to warn you, it's a rather gruesome one. Are you sure you'd like to hear it?
I didn't ask if I wasn't sure.
After my time in the Countess's basement, I don't think much could shock me.
Well, if you must know.
Whew, deep breaths, everybody.
It was a feral that attacked me and my wife at the time, Clara. It struck our carriage one night as we were travelling through the woods, coming from a party.
Rough.
A feral?
Oh no.
A vampire that has been driven mad by their lust for blood.
Oh my god, please don't let this be foreshadowing for me. Because if you were bit by a feral, maybe you have feral instincts in your sire line. Ugh, not great.
I didn't realize such creatures existed outside of folklore.
They're a cautionary tale of what can happen to us if one overindulges for years on end.
Yeah, not great.
It all happened.
Oh god, that actually frightened me!
As I recall, the vehicle turned over and we both tumbled to the dirt. He feasted on Clara first and bled her dry.
How horrible. I'm so sorry for your
Oh my
loss.
god, then did he get turned and then feeding his wife? Oh my god, that'd be traumatic.
It's been some time now, so it doesn't hurt quite as much, but thank you.
Oh
dear.
no, do I look like his wife? Oh god, oh god.
In any case, his appetite must have somewhat subsided. Still, it wasn't enough for the beast, so he sunk his teeth into my neck. Suddenly, a blind rage overcame me, and I bit off part of his ear.
Yeah, so you're also kind of feral then.
Immortal being or not, I can tell you with certainty he didn't like it one bit.
I can imagine.
That must have snapped him out of his frenzy. He looked around as if just awoken, observed what he'd done, and rapidly retreated. Somehow, I managed to get home by morning, but the nightmare didn't end that night.
Oh, that's sense. That's why there's the candle. That's powerful. Because he's no reflection. You were turned. Got me that experience points. This is why we talk to people.
You must have swallowed some of his blood when you bit him, and...
Precisely. You must have read about the turning ritual in human folklore.
Right.
Well done. All kinds of knowledge tends to come in handy from time to time, even silly fairy tales.
So, what happened after you returned?
We'll talk more about this some other time, perhaps. There's much work we must attend to now.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, so... How are my experience points looking? Oh, I've hit a threshold. I've hit over 20 humanity, and I have 20 coins. Oh my god, I have tons of experience. I'm nearly leveled again. Oh, this is great. How's our relationship going? Arben's neutral. He's nearly 67. We have a cat. Alicia's 65. Okay, he's really neutral. Yeah, I wish I could press L1 or R1 to make the pages turn. However, Petya is gone. Poor fella. What's it say? Later tonight he was killed by the guests who fed on him. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Back. The Countess 55, 50, 55. Oh, it's only 2 pages. Okay. Arben's 60, 67. We're nearly like 70 with Dr. Volkov. On our quests, higher site is completed. Stop by her apartment. That'll like work off that. Complete the first set of tasks. Okay. Visit her salon. By June, oh my god, by June 14th. Let's stop by your one. Fantine.
This must be where Faina lives.
Faina. It's like Fania, I suppose, ring in Irish.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Volkov's new apprentice. He sent me over to check in on you. Is this a good time?
Hopefully.
I know who you are, Liza. Of course. Come, have some tea with
Oh
me.
my god, you're so kind.
I always brew too much. Eyes bigger than my stomach, I guess.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah.
Yes, please. I could use a little break.
Gained humanity as well.
Thank you.
Relationship improved. Can I double job? Can I double job and check on you?
Oh, it smells heavenly.
It's juniper, my favorite. With a spoonful of honey, nothing beats it.
Great.
Try some. Tell me what you think.
You weren't kidding.
I'm like terrified that like there's gonna be some herb that we react badly to.
It reminds me of the times my mother would make tea for my brother and me when we were little.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Sounds lovely, dear.
Look at the little ballerina statue. Maybe she was a dancer at one point.
It was. Although, I don't think it was about the tea itself. More about the little plates she poured it in for us instead of cups.
All right, that's a bit strange.
We can certainly arrange that if you'd like.
I want a double job. I want to check on your illness.
That's all right, thank you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll start missing them even more.
Poor dear. Did the work take you far from home?
Further than I expected, that's for sure.
I love my wee little outfit, in fairness. It's so kind of, modest.
For some reason, I just feel like telling her everything.
Don't tell her everything. Jesus, Liza.
I should change the subject before I say something I shouldn't.
Your medical treatment. Let's change it to that, girlie. Ask about the cat.
Is that your cat over there? What's his name?
No, I could never tame that one. He's too much of a free spirit. Comes and goes as he pleases. Always a surprise.
That's why I'm a dog person.
How rude of him.
He's so handsome that I don't mind. Never gave him a name, though.
Oh my god, can we call him like Sir Pounce or Crookshanks? Perform checkup. I am double jobbing.
Well, as nice as this has been, we should probably start the examination.
Yes, Liza. Well done. We're double jobbing this. And then we have coins. We can buy the bandages when we're out looking for Anastasia.
So, how are you feeling? Any noticeable rashes or discomfort?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you for asking.
I gotta level up. I can improve my science even more now.
The heat's been getting the best of me lately, though.
Didn't think it was that warm outside. But then again, maybe I just haven't spent enough time in my new body.
True, but also maybe she's like infectious and she's getting a fever.
Anyway, I say there's no such thing as bad weather. To each their own.
It seems like there's nothing worrisome on your neck. Still, if you notice anything, make sure to let me or the doctor know.
Of course, dear.
Oh, Baloney, I noticed the fever. Oh no.
Well, seems like everything's in order. Nothing to worry
I
about.
noticed the fever, girl.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Thank you for the tea again. It was
And I'm after
delicious.
ranking up as well. Am I able to pause? Oh my god, I am able to pause. And I could have ranked up my science. No, that's really upsetting.
You're welcome, little dove.
Painting piece. Found 1 out of 21 painting pieces. Alright.
Faina's plants are so well kept. She almost treats them like they are her equals. The air in this flat smells different, fresher than in the rest of town. I think it must be the plant's way of paying Faina back for her devotion.
Well, yeah, oxygenation. I'm so annoyed that I realised too late I could have gotten that. But hopefully if I go speak to Anastasia then, you know, my music might be high enough then.
So good to see you, dear.
I actually came to follow up on your appointment with Dr. Volkov. So, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. The heat's been getting the best of me.
Didn't think it was that.
Anyway,
Did I
seemed
not?
Still,
of course, dear.
Oh my god! Oh, that's so annoying.
well,
I should have
be
just
going.
bloody
That
well.
would be
Have a good night.
good night, little dove.
Oh, can I load? 10:08. I'm gonna just reload so I can potentially do that again. I'll pop back in a second because I should have just put it up to bloody 7. I didn't think I could recheck it.
Liza. Hey, Liza.
Oh no.
Who
Oh,
is
this
this?
is so far back.
Come over to the window.
Oh no. Sorry, I will cut back.
Oh, what do you...
I'll
Lives,
cut
would you
back.
kind-
I'm gonna make
The
all the
window is
same
up.
You're not
decisions.
rid of. We can't come into someone else.
That makes sense.
It's a real pain in the hunting would have been so.
Oh, that's...
Nice place you got. The good doctor.
The doctor has been...
Kindness is where I get suspicious.
I, for one, believe... What's...
Believe
In any case,
that's very true. Countess would like you to run a quick.
what's the fate?
There's this young couple in town. More importantly, I think according to our do you see where I'm going?
You don't want me to run...
That's a rat. Countess, before you.
That doesn't seem...
But sadly,
Sounds like...
splendid. All you need to do. Then you can end.
And how...
What else?
Where should I look?
Let's see. I would start your search at
What else?
not
You.
Sorry guys, I feel so bad. I'm liking the game
find the
though, as in
documents
like
in
there's
my
kind of been
All
a
I can
flood
say
of
to you
stuff,
right
but then there's
now
also
is
the
that you
calendar,
know them
which
when
is
you'll see
important.
That's not very helpful.
that will have to.
I think I've...
Remember, this will. I'll check in and. Almost forgot. Here's a little something for incidentals.
Thank you.
Enjoy your new life. I'll see you around.
Bye, Hussar. Don't forget the medical bag.
Doctor's medical bag. Dr. Volkov?
Come in. Welcome, Miss Morozova. Punctuality is a highly... I trust you had a...
I did. Thank you.
Yes, well,
I'd love to start with...
I most certainly did. Not that he was that, but I admit there is some...
Certainly.
Do you remember the...
Of course.
That's right. As your first... I've observed some... I don't exact... She lives in our building.
Will do.
Splendid. As for the rest of the tasks, you'll feel free to borrow my medical bag. I myself, I dare say they are... To more material matters, you're...
Understood. I'll get to...
Looking forward to tracking a doctor's work is... Greetings, Liza.
May I ask how... After my time...
Well, it was a feral. It struck our...
A feral?
A vampire that has been...
I didn't realize such creatures
They're a cautionary tale. It all happened. We feast.
How horrible.
It's been some time. In any case, his appetite must have somewhat... Suddenly, a blind rage, immortal being or not,
I can imagine.
that must have somehow...
You must have swallowed some of his blood when you...
Precisely. Well done.
So...
We'll...
Of course. This must be where Good evening.
I know who you are. I always brew too much.
Yes, please. Oh,
It's due. Try some.
it reminds me of the times my mother would make tea from my...
Sounds...
It was.
We can certainly arrange that if you'd like.
That's all right.
Poor dear.
Further than for some reason, I should change the sub... Is that your cat? Oh.
No. Come.
Well, as nice as this has been... So, how are you feeling? Any noticeable rashes or discomfort?
Now, let's pop this up by 5.
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you for... The heat's been getting the best of me lately.
Didn't think it was that warm outside.
Anyway, I say that...
It seems like there's nothing worse. Still, if you notice anything...
Of course, dear.
Now, I'm not sure if I cut this all out, but I went back and now we can notice the fever.
Huh. It seems like you do have a mild fever.
Anything I should worry about?
This may be a great opportunity to use Dr. Volkov's experimental lab equipment. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but just in case, let's take a blood sample, shall we?
Whatever you say, Doctor.
Just relax. It will only hurt for a second. Perfect. Now, have some more tea and a nice rest. I'll take this to the laboratory.
Thank you for stopping by, dear.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Thank you for the tea again. It was delicious.
You're welcome, little dove.
Pick up the painting. Sweet merciful Jehovah, like.
Good evening.
I'm all right.
Oh, glad to. Sounds like it wasn't any.
Thanks for checking in. I don't have that.
Faina must be the one that keeps things looking nice around here. I bet Dr. Volkov wouldn't remember to take care of flowers.
That's
to
another
save his life.
painting, I think.
It's a storage room for the building. That's also where package. No mail for me this time.
Well, the blood test needs to be done now. And I can just do Anastasia and all them tomorrow, maybe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
What should I work on today? What incredible lab instruments! It's as if I'm looking into the future or reading a Jules Verne book. Let's take a look at the doctor's notes. I'm sure I can figure. Perfect. Now I should wait some time to check the results. They should be ready tomorrow, but if I wait longer than that, it may be too late.
Let's see if I can find Anastasia. Maybe.
Community board. Let's see. Politics, local events, lifestyle columns. Quite a lot of missing people listings. Interesting.
Oh, I think you're Anastasia because you're a blonde by the church.
This must be Anastasia. I should come up in a good sermon today?
More or less the same one as always. But then again, people don't usually go to the church expecting plot twists.
Well, at least it's good enough for someone to come more than once.
Yeah, that was actually quite funny.
I suppose that's true. Forgive me. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you new in town?
Yes.
I arrived just a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, let me welcome you to the town. My husband and I are relatively new here ourselves.
Oh my god, it's almost like we should like hang out, you know?
My name is Anastasia, by the way. I teach at the quaint little music school down the road.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Liza. I work as an apprentice under the doctor. A music teacher.
Oh, I got
That
my...
must be
This
so
is why we
wonderful.
diversify our skills.
It's true. When I see a spark of passion in a student, especially a child, it does make my day 1,000 times brighter.
I wish I could do with some brightness in my day, as in, like, any sort of brightness at all, you know?
Do you play an instrument yourself?
I don't, sadly.
Ah, that's a real shame. But trust me, it's never too late to pick up an instrument.
Oh my god, maybe you could, like, teach me piano in your home.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. It was good seeing you.
Good night, Liza.
Evening, Anastasia.
And good evening to you.
A music teacher.
It's true. When it does, do you play an instrument?
I d-
Ah, but trust me.
Thanks. It was good seeing you.
Good night, Liza.
So I can then go to Arbon's.